All right, guys, this is my other computer and I wasn't sure how to figure out how to get my video to show up as I'm recording it, so I apologize for that. I just wanted to show you some of the basics of Google Sites, and I'm going to do that by showing you how I'm building the site that you found this video on. So you'll first want to go to the waffle and click on Sites. I'm going to just open a blank site. I'm not going to choose from the template. And once you've opened it up, you're going to have this toolbar on the side, and this is really how you're going to get everything done. So what I'm going to do is just title this Reginald Chavez TLF PD resource. I might change that later. But you have just options to kind of edit it and change the size and everything as you go through. I'm going to change just that initial page to an image. I have one already that I saved in my documents, maybe downloads. Let's see, tiger eyes, there we go. We're just going to open that there. And so that's just going to be the picture there. Now, as you're going through and building this, the first page is generally going to be your title page. I'm just going to also name my website here. Okay, and so because it's a Google Sites program, it's always just going to save as you're making changes to it. But the key is that it's not going to make the changes that you did here public to the people who have access to this website until you push the word publish. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just do a little bit more and then show you about the publishing option. Now, when you're doing a website, you're going to choose what type of pages you want there. So your home page is just going to be there. I'm going to add in a page for iPads. I'm going to add in a page for Chromebooks. I'm going to add in a page for Seesaw, Google Classroom. I'm going to also add in Google Programs. I'm going to take a look up, whoopsie. I'm just going to push done. Okay, you can always edit it from there. So if I made a mistake, I can fix it by double clicking on it. I'm also going to put ELA, and I'm going to do math. And at least for kind of this point in time, that's a good enough selection of the pages, but you can always just go back in and alter them. Now, another thing to know is that you can change these, the order of the pages. So if I want Google Slides to be right there at the top, or I'm sorry, Google Classroom, then all you have to do is slide them through, and that will change over here where you're going to see them in the order. And then you're also going to have that option for more. Now, sometimes I've wanted to go through and decide which one of my pages will show up based on how many I see here. But if people are accessing this on an iPad or on a Chromebook, it might not show the same options. They'll always be there, but you might just only be able to see home and the first page, and then you're going to see the rest down here and more. It really just depends on the size of the program that you're working on. So we're going to take a look at, let's see here, Google Programs, because I have a lot of material for there. So once you have that initial page, this is going to be how you add in material to that. You have the image carousel if you'd like to add that in, and you have collapsible text, you have table of contents. There's all of these different buttons that you can play around with. You can insert calendars, documents, slides, all of those can be inputted that way. Now, the main way that I utilize it is with the layouts and with text boxes. Usually I like to drag over a text box, or actually just click on it, and it's going to pop up here. You can change some of the features here, like centering the print, but there's just not tons of options. So I'm just going to put in here Google Slides. And I would like that to be very large text, and I would like it to be bold. You can change some coloring in on the side, so I could maybe put emphasis, but there's not a ton of editing options. For example, I don't know how to change the color. I think that has to do with your themes over here. But it's just, it's a good, very basic program, but it's not the most complex one. So if you get frustrated kind of with the limit, it's just because you're working with a very basic web designing program. So I've entered in my title, and I know already that I have a bunch of small videos I'd like to put in. So I'm just gonna go straight away and drag in this 4 image little option here. So you just have these different preset ones that you can just drag in there. And so you can click and enter in the text, and then you can also embed a video. So what I'm actually going to do is choose one of the videos that I have from the YouTube channel here. And I'm going to do, let's see here, basic intro to, actually, let's see here. Sorry guys, I didn't think this through on which one I wanted to do first. I'm gonna do this one right here. So you're just gonna click on that and copy the URL and come back here and push the plus button. And then you can say attach from YouTube. And here you're just going to paste that URL in there. And when you search it, it will make sure that this is the video that you wanted, and you can select it and it will upload directly there. Now this is one of the ways I would highly recommend to upload videos into your Google Sites page. YouTube is very fast and reliable. You just have to have the link and it attaches directly. For the longest time, I was doing it through my Google Drive. And you can still certainly do it that way, but it takes a very, very long time for them to upload. So if I click on a video, and some of the videos that I've used have only been 30 seconds long, and it will take 15 minutes sometimes to upload and get that directly into the Google Sites page. So wherever possible, you're going to want to use a link. You can use a link through Screencast-O-Matic or YouTube. Either one will work for you, or you can use it in the Drive. So I'm just going to upload another video here just to kind of show you that process. I'm going to do part 2, copy and paste, select the video, and then I'm just going to do 2 more so that we kind of have this nice page just here all set. We're going to do creating the schedule with Google Slides, and then put that in this one. Search, select. Alrighty. And I know there's one more that I have, but I'll have to look for that later. I don't want to make you guys wait. So that's kind of the basic set there for getting your videos ready. I'm just going to put in the description of what this video is. This video goes over the pros and cons of using Google Slides versus PowerPoint to create basic images and backgrounds. Okay, and so I can kind of create that description for each of my videos in here. And then you can just keep adding. So I'm going to have another portion here, just text box. I want it centered again in here. And this time I'm going to do Google Docs and make sure that I've got just my big font, and that I've done the emphasis so that you can see very clearly where they break apart. And then I would just select the type of layout I want and drag it over and drop it in there. Okay, now you can upload all different types of things to this page. And so you're just going to have to play around with it. But anything that you've built inside of a Google program, you have the ability to put in to this Google Sites page. And then kind of moving on from that, this is your personal editing page. If you would like to see the preview, you can click on this button here that shows you what it would look like if you were on the website just normally. And so here you're going to see all of those different options. I can click through and see the different pages that are just on my website. let's see where we were. We were on Google Programs. And so here you're going to see all of the edits that I already made. So this is that view. You can see what it would look like on a phone and what it would look like when you have it horizontally on an iPad. So you have all of those viewing options. Now, it's going to take me right back here when I click on that X. You can add collaborators here. This is not the method that I would recommend sharing for just mass use with people, but this is where you can add collaborators. And then the settings option are where you can change certain things. Analytics is a really cool one to explore if you're really into it. It will actually tie it with Google Analytics so you can see how many people are coming, what time of day, how long they're spending, what pages they're clicking on. There's a lot of options there. When we click on these three, you're able to look at your own version history to see the versions that you've created of the page in case you want to go back. And so you just have also the take a tour option here. Now, the most important part of the Google Sites is the publish. And you're going to notice right here that this little link is not available for me to click because I haven't published my site yet. So I'm going to publish, and this is going to be the website that I will publish it with. If you want to change it, you're welcome to. You just have to make sure that it's available. So I'm going to push publish. And so now you're going to see that this link pops up, and now I can actually share the link. And this is what I would more recommend, to share it with people instead of adding them directly in Google. Now I'm going to make a quick change right here where I'm going to change this to hello, did you catch this? To kind of just have a change. Now, when I make a change like that, it's not going to publish to that original site that people just have access to unless I go here and click on publish. And when you do that, from now on, you're going to see your draft and what people can currently see to make sure that that is in fact what you want to change. So we're just going to let it load. You're going to see that top looks the same. I can scroll down and I can compare. Here is the change. And so I can decide if I want to publish that or not. And so once you're ready reviewing it, you can push publish, and that change will be made public to everyone who accesses your site. So that's just a very basic overview of how to do this. You can also change the page that you're editing by just clicking the normal top of the page, or you can click on the page here on the side, and it will move through all of those on the side for you. I'm going to just stop there. I think we've kind of gone over as much as possible, but do keep in mind, again, that this is not a very sophisticated website building program. This is an incredibly simple version of it. So while you're able to do a lot with it, you're not going to create your dream layout and have everything that you want working perfectly as far as, you know, what's going to happen. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but I just wanted to have you guys keep in mind this is very basic. And so if it's not fitting your needs, just let us know and we can help you access a more sophisticated one. I have made a couple for different purposes, all for education. And for what I need personally, this is plenty. Really, all I need to do is communicate Google Documents, videos, and text with my families. And so this does the job more than enough for what I need. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, and I hope you guys enjoy.